So it's the beginning of the season, and I've been playing around with a couple of decks. Um, so a lot of black discard I'm seeing, which makes me really badly want to play control. But I'm going to try and continue with my Naya counter here, which I think has got about a 63% win rate right now. Stock just means this is where I've decided it's okay. This means I've made changes. So this deck I've built millions of, this is probably more like Naya counter, like honestly 30, 40. I really like Naya, and there's a bunch of different things you can do to make it work, but really the problem is there's just so much discard, so much destroy, that it's very hard to play a creature deck. So that being said, I have 25 creatures, which is a substantial amount of creatures, and I've got a bunch of ways to actually make them work when they're in the graveyard, which is important, and I've got a way to get them out of the graveyard using Agatha's Soul Cauldron. So I like to use Valderin here. The thing about this deck is sorry, let me do that again. This creature, so you can see it, lets me, when it dies, I can move its +1 counters over. Same thing with Kyrian Beast Call. This lets me put +1 counters on stuff, and so does Agatha's Soul Cauldron. And the best thing about Agatha's Soul Cauldron is you can pull cards from a graveyard, any card, but if you pull a creature card, it gives you a +1 counter, which you can put on anything, and that +1 creature picks up all the activated abilities of any creature it's exiled. So you exile Valderin here, and then you sack this to do damage, and then you move its +1 counters over here. You sack it to do direct damage, and then you can move them over onto another creature. And if you've got there's actually two cards in here that they get +1 extra counters when counters are put down, so you can actually build up very very quickly, and suddenly you could be hitting the guy for somewhere between like 8 and 10 damage in a round when it looks like really you've got very little going on. So my only regret about this deck is I don't think Depopulate is the best version here, but I need it because I can get overwhelmed by weenies, and this is kind of a mid-range deck more. So it's not the best deck honestly that I could build for this level of Magic, but I want to play it because it's fun. It's honestly what it's about for me right now. So I'm gonna throw it out there, and we should see it lose pretty quickly. But I just want to show you what Magic is looking like these days. And so this is probably going to be it's going to be like red black or maybe a lot of black, maybe white weenie. But there's also I've also seen a deck going around using a battle that I've tried to use a couple of times. So it might be one of those decks. But black seems to be predominant, or Golgari. Okay, so it's going to be red weenie. I should have mentioned that. Those are really prominent. So prominent. I think every block has them. I don't even think it's worth noting. There's always going to be that subsection of psychopath that takes red weenie. A surprising combo. You never see that. What? And I'm down to 0 creatures, which is okay. Because I'm going to put this down. Oops, that was dumb, Jason. Oh, you're dumb. Oh, I was dumb. I did something dumb. Okay. This is still fixable. What's this? As long as you control an artifact, goblin, tomb raider. Okay, so we'll put that out. What I see, the mistake I made was I should have already had a creature out, and this would actually go up by 1 and produce a couple of creatures, and so I might be screwed. If he's got anything decent, he can wipe that pretty quickly, and he's gonna put this like 4/4, this like +4 thing down. Oh, he didn't do it. Okay, so I think I'm smoked anyway. Yep. I can go with you, and I can put you down. It's fine. I don't care. And then I could do 2 life, and then we're going to attack with that, and it's going to go to. And then we'll get a treasure token. And if he's got any, yeah, it's all over. Disappointment of the red. So what do you do against that? That's exactly why I play control. It's exactly why I play that 3 that gives you so much life. It's the only way that I found you can beat it. So the other deck that I like to play is where are you? Are you around here? Yeah, Ghoul Counter. So again, it says 8.0. I've done this a million times. It's the same deal as the 8, or sorry, as the Naya, except it's got a different way of getting +1 counters out, but it does move them around a little bit, not as much. Um, it's not a bad hand. Okay. So I'm gonna throw that down, which is gonna let me put down Tethering Worm, which is a card that does like a million different things. One of the things that it does do is it gives you life when you throw down artifacts. Not that I have a lot of artifacts in here, but it can be really useful, um, especially in a Naya deck. With that creature I was trying to make pop, because those are all artifact tokens. So if you put out 3 or 4, it's 3 or 4 life. So there's a couple of ways to get the big life going. I'm going to sit there like that. This is a super irritating creature. You can keep boosting it. It eventually becomes unblockable, which is a lot of blue players really like it because, not a lot of great blue creatures that are cheap, and this is one of them. Actually, I shouldn't say that anymore. There are fairies. There's a fairly decent amount of fairies, but you do need a fairy deck for the synergy. My opinion. I'm sure there's somebody who wouldn't, but I'm too dumb to build those kinds of decks. So I get the +1. And I'm going to throw, you know what? I'm going to throw this out because it's tapped. I'm going to throw out this, get a +1, and say nothing because I don't need to do anything. Let him make the decisions. Oh, that's bad. So that card, all on its own, is actually pretty irritating. It lets you throw out sorceries and instants and artifacts one cheaper, but it's all part of this whole new meld mechanic or whatever you want to call it. It melds with another card, and that card itself is actually pretty good, to make this Urza Planeswalker, which you can use twice in a turn, which is really irritating. The card it goes with, I don't know if I can show you. I can't. The card it goes with is a artifact for 5. If you throw it down, I think it lets you draw or do -5 damage. I think that's what it does. Okay, and I am going to play this because it's an artifact, which means this fat boy is going to go one more fatter, and I'm going to throw that on top of it, and that's going to go to 7, and that's going to make him consider what he wants to do, which is fine. I am going to attack with it probably next turn. I want him to. I want him to pump this and attack with it. Oh, I shouldn't have waited. No, I'm going to take 9. Dumb. I played that dumb. I don't know if my deck lost so much as I lost my deck. All right. Oh, nice side. Okay, so we should. Oh, we can't. Fuck, because that's a fucking power token. All right, so we are gonna play Voldaren. And we are gonna throw a +1 on there. And I'm gonna leave that since I can pop it any time. Oh, I was so dumb. I played that so bad. He's gonna tag with everything because he's got something. Or oh no, maybe not. Oh no, don't explode. Oh yeah, it can't block yet, right? Okay, so we'll block you, and then I think we're just going to attack you and get rid of you right away because I don't want that 5 damage, honestly. You can't do anything. What do you mean I can't? I can't counter that. Oh, there it is. So this is the one that mixes. Was I right? Oh yeah. So you draw 2. Oh yeah, and you get to add mana, but it can only be spent to play artifacts, which is like really big. There's a lot of stuff. Power stones. There's things called power stones can only be used to play artifacts. He actually gave me a power stone. I don't know if you've known it, but I've been using it to tap my two things. All right, so now we can play the triplets. So we're gonna get 3 of those, and we're gonna plus 1 of them by getting rid of his guy, so he can't bring it back. And I believe I get all the activated abilities of this thing too. So we can actually, if we had blue mana, we could actually like make it so it can't be blocked. But we don't have any blue mana yet, though we do have a multi-mana creature in here. So this is like the perfect storm. So what I want to do is survive. Then what I'm going to do is play Valderin here. Yeah, it's too late. I'm fucked. So I'm going to play. I think he's going to go. So let's see what he does. Because if I can survive this with these up, even 2 of them, I'm pretty sure I can win the game. And I'll show you how. But I have to get Valderin out. Yeah, that's the problem. So that is gonna fuck me. And because now I think he can do it again too, right? Yeah, so it's all over. Yeah, I didn't go fast enough. Oh, why wouldn't you get rid of that card? I don't understand. Mm, that guy played really poorly. Let's say treasure token, and let's put the backup on you, and we can actually. Do we have anything to remove from our graveyard? Yep. So we can actually do this again. Now this forever has that backup. I don't need to depend on this card giving it to it. It just has it because it's inside of the cauldron. I hope that makes sense. And I can't. Oh, I can play this. Oh, but then I can't detonate it. So I'm going to attack, and he's going to block. Which is pretty good that I got him for 3. And if I don't kill him, he's just gonna sack me next turn. I should have. Yeah, you know what? I should have put a +1 on that. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, it's all right. I fucked up. Fortunately, there's no place for that to go. If there had been, I could have put. There would have been like 9 counters on this, or 8 counters, and then I could have attacked him for 9 or done direct damage. But he pulled apart my little mechanic. I'm really wondering if I need to run some hexproof on here because green's got a couple. No, it's got one that's particularly good. Yeah, that's a fuck you right there. So both these creatures are going to die. Even worse, you have to sack them. Now he thinks he's really super cool with his. I'm just going to get rid of his super uncool artifact. Yeah, I know it's a real bitch, eh? And then we're going to attack with this guy. And we're going to go into his graveyard and take his Urza Protector because I don't want that anywhere near anything. And we attack. This creature can do like a million different things, but it's gone down. These are really effective, these creatures. I don't know why he just played that. It's really embarrassing to get beaten by this guy, honestly. He's playing so poorly. Oh, let's see if he's going to get rid of my... That is the wrong card. I don't know why you would get rid of that card. So this card right now, I could pop it for it's gonna I could pop it for 5 into him. So if he had 5 left, I could kill him. But we're not quite there yet. But next turn, because I don't think he understands what's happening. He's actually going to give me a Power Stone, which is great because I actually have a bunch of artifacty stuff. And can I put a +1 on you? Yeah, I can. So we'll do that. We'll do this. We'll come attack. Is he going to block? Don't block. Oh, we blocked. You're a bitch. And then I will pull that out of there. Put it on there. Do I have another card in here? I do. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so we're gonna, so we can go like, 1 second. Do it smart, Jason. So go out. That goes to 4. We play out this card. We attack. He can only block 1. That's 6/4 now. He's gonna block that one. It goes boom, boom, and then we can sack either of these and we do 10 damage. Or 5 damage, sorry. 6 damage. Submit. So that seems to be the state of play. So I don't know what to do. I might move to a control deck later today. But yeah, man, I hope your day's going good. Talk to you.